welcome to Wayland Corporate Field as the Baltimore Crabs, in their home finale, host the 3-3 Grand Rapids Rollers as Baltimore looks to keep their quest alive for a perfect SFL regular season. Hello and welcome to Baltimore, Maryland. I am your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine, and tonight, Grand Rapids tries to dramatically increase their chances for their first ever playoff berth while Baltimore tries to keep it rolling. Let's head down to the field for tonight's coin toss.
Good to see you. We're ready for you. We pick tails.
It is heads.
We'll receive.
The Crabs have won the toss and select to receive.
The Baltimore Crabs want the football. The Rollers and the Crabs, Sunday Night Football underway here on the SFL Network, on Twitch and from the 10-yard line. The Crabs return up to the 28, and with the Baltimore Ravens 23-16 loss today, the Crabs is Baltimore's best football team at the moment officially. Baltimore has been only playing 1 week, or the Ravens that is. The Crabs have been playing since June. And they start with a football, a 1st and 10 at the 28 against this impenetrable Grand Rapids defense, which ranks high in almost every defensive category. And on 1st and 10, Dazzo will throw. Dazzo outside to Quick. That pass is complete for a Crab first down. And the Crab call active early as Quick makes the play for 11 yards. And that's a good omen for Mike Dazzo and this Baltimore offense that has gotten off to slow start after slow start this season. The first pass from Mike Dazzo last week on the road in New York was an interception, and that a much better start this evening. A trap play handoff to Snyder. There he goes! And Snyder on the second play against one of the best defenses in the league has scored a touchdown! Elliott Snyder trying to cement himself as the best running back in the league this season after Pete Bruschi was dominated by the Kahlua defense yesterday. And Snyder scores on his first carry. Quite possibly the worst start Grand Rapids could have imagined. Here on the road, 30 seconds into the ball game, and Baltimore flexes their muscles. Extra point is good. Speaking of flexing their muscles, it's superhero night at Wayland Corporate. Tacks on another point. A lot of cool promotions on a fan appreciation night here in Baltimore. Kids 12 and under getting superhero cards. As the Crabs kick it away. And Grand Rapids returns up to the 27. All fans 13 and older tonight received an SFL playoff hat as the Crabs last week not only clinched their first playoff berth in franchise history, but the #1 seed overall in this year's playoffs. The pack of Baltimore Crabs superhero cards includes Kenneth Lyons, Elliott Snyder, and Michael Sims. First down and 10 of the 27 in an uphill battle already for the Rollers offense. Marconi under center. He will begin tonight with a pass. A swing out to David Baja, who is tackled in the open field. A gain of only 2 yards, and Park Hee-chul knows all too well what that's like after his receiving stats were squashed on the outside by the Crabs. Quick defense, and it's second down and 8 yards to go. Grand Rapids in the road, white helmets, white jerseys, powder blue pants, red numbers, red and white trim. Baltimore in the navy blue helmets, navy blue jerseys, gold pants, white numbers. As Marconi will again throw the football. That pass is caught for a first down past the sticks to the 37-yard line by Figueroa. The Baltimore Crabs' starting defense includes outside linebackers Joe Dazzo, number 47, number 55, Henry Hittner. The corners are number 22, Kenneth Lyons, number 21, Michael Sims. And the safeties are strong safety Eddie Gage and free safety Joe Lynn. Marconi will throw again. He will check it down to Campbell. No, check that. That is the slot man who picks up 6. To the 43. The Rollers offense includes Albright with that last catch. The Rollers offense includes quarterback number 8, Rocco Marconi, who quietly is the second highest rated quarterback in the league this year. Running back number 22, David Baja, and at the tight end number 42, Marcus Campbell. Marconi on a 2nd and 4, hands it off the inside. Baja no gain on his first carry. Henry Hittner on the tackle brings up 3rd down and 4. Hittner this season, 38 tackles, 20 for loss, 1 sack, 4 passes defended, 2 interceptions, 6 tackles for loss coming into the game. And it's 3rd down and 4 from the 43 for the Rollers on their first possession. Ball sits in between the hashes. And the handoff again it's a fumble, and it's recovered by... It's still loose and still bobbling around. It's still loose, and Baltimore has it at the 31-yard line. That ball got kicked around forever. And this could not have possibly started any worse for the Grand Rapids Rollers, as no one could find the football. First down and 10 at the Grand Rapids 31. That's the last thing you want to do, is give this offense great field position. And Grand Rapids is off to an ugly start. 3 wide receivers and 2 in the backfield. And the handoff goes to Snyder, who spins off a tackle and picks up 3. To the 29-yard line. Just 3 minutes into action, Baltimore's offense includes quarterback number 7, Mike Dazzo. The running back number 36, Elliott Snyder, leads the league in rushing. The wide receivers are number 3, Nick T. Quick, and number 17, Demetrius Outdat. 3 wide receivers set again. They hand it off to Snyder on a trap. That's how he scored the touchdown, but this time he only picks up 1 yard. But still, 64 yards here already in the first quarter. It brings up 3rd and 6 from the 27. Grand Rapids' defense includes defensive lineman Argyle McCormick and Lamar Davis. Davis wearing number 99, one of the league's sack leaders. The linebackers are number 52, Jeb Gatlin, and number 55, Bradford Unsicker. 54, check that. And the strong safety is number 49, Billy Joe Gatlin. And the handoff goes to Snyder, and he is wrapped up for no gain. The corners on Grand Rapids' defense include Koma Kaleka, number 23, and Argyle McCormick, number 24. And after the David Baja fumble, the Baltimore Crabs will have to attempt a long field goal, and they have not missed a field goal this season. For David Baja, that was fumble number 1 on the year. Zach Parker has 2 this year. Urban 1, English 1, Hee-chul 1. This kick from 44 yards out off the right hash, and the field goal for the Crabs. He missed it. The broadcast jinx. He missed it to the right. Lance Barber cannot take advantage of the David Baja fumble, And the Rollers will regain control of the football at their own 34. Grand Rapids 3-3 has never made the playoffs. They finished 2-6 in their first season. They finished 4-4 last year, missing the mark. Or actually it was 3-5. A 3-5 finish. This year 3-3. Their final two games here tonight and then at Orlando for Walsh Bowl 6. As the handoff goes to Baja up the middle again. Baja no gain. Henry Hittner has been a force, and David Baja has had absolutely zero running room here in the first quarter, and that's a positive sign for Baltimore after Park Hee-Chul had his way in the first quarter of last week's action. Three wide receivers and Baja to the right of Marconi. A 3-3-5 look, a handoff up the middle to Baja, and he picked up nothing again. Joe Dazzo this time on the tackle. Brings up third down and 10. Dazzo on the season has 40 tackles, a league-leading 19 for loss coming into the week, 9 assisted tackles, 3 sacks to his name, and 1 pass defended. So now an empty backfield, 4 receivers for Marconi, as David Baja has done absolutely nothing on their first couple of possessions. Marconi back to pass, has time, fires it right at the sticks, and Campbell is inches short. A solid tackle in the open field by the Crab defense. Just a small slip would have given Campbell a first down. He doesn't run the route past the sticks, and the Crabs will punt for the Rollers, mind you, will punt for the first time tonight. We welcome into the chat room this evening Don Tech, Ramos Lynn, TJ Cag SFL, T Paternity, X Factor 56, and others. Welcome into Sunday Night Football on the SFL Network. There's been a lot of football this weekend, but we'd like to think none is more fun than the SFL here on Twitch. First down and 10 at the 23 for the Crabs on their third possession. Their first possession was a 2-play drive. A completed pass to Nick T. Quick and an Elliott Snyder touchdown of 60 yards. Their second possession, 3 and out, and a missed field goal off the David Baja fumble. This is a tight formation, and Grand Rapids' defense has stacked the box. Dazzo tries to exploit it, and is caught at the 37. First down, Nick T. Quick, his second catch of the night, and this one nearly intercepted as Grand Rapids brought the blitz. It was all picked up, and Mike Sudalovich nearly made an incredible play. Billy Joe Gatlin on the tackle. Elliott Snyder 4 carries for 64 yards halfway through the first quarter. And Nick Quick has both grabs for the Crabs. First down at the 37. 3 receivers, Snyder to the right of Dazzo. And Dazzo drops to throw. He will swing it out to Snyder in the open field. He's double teamed at the 45-yard line. Tackle made by Gatlin and company. A gain of 7 to the Crab 45. 6:25 to go in the first quarter. The Crabs hold a 7-0 early advantage. Coming up tomorrow, the 2 champions in league history battle for the first time since both have been crowned champions, as the 4-2 Orlando Intimidators travel to face the 4-3 New York Knights, as that pass is short of the first down. You can catch that action on Night Radio, 1000 KDUB, and right here on the SFL Network on Twitch tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Lions, Giants, who cares? Intimidators and Knights. The winner gets a playoff spot. 3rd and inches at the 47. As on 3rd and inches, Snyder will try straight and he can't get it. Billy Joe Gatlin and Mike Sudalovich team up for the stop. And the Crabs will punt for the first time tonight. Not often on 3rd and inches does Elliott Snyder come up short. And Grand Rapids has responded since giving up that touchdown on the second play of the game. And Baltimore has the offense out on the field on 4th down and 2. And an offside on Grand Rapids. A free play. It's tipped away, but a penalty on the Rollers will keep the drive alive. And if you're going to beat the best team in the SFL, you cannot make mistakes like that.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 99. Defense. 12-yard penalty. First down.
It'll be 1st and 10 on the Roller 49. Lamar Davis jumped offside. Baltimore just continues to make plays happen. And if you're Lamar Davis, you just cannot make that mistake. You've been such an instrumental part to Grand Rapids' success this year. Don't be the detriment late. 1st and 10 at midfield. And Snyder will take the handoff inside, throwing defenders aside for a 5-yard gain. As you take a look at the numbers of the running backs, David Baja, -3 yards on the night on 4 carries. And it was mentioned in the SFL newsletter. If you didn't read it, it's all over social media and on our website at simulationfl.com. The Rollers are 0-3 when David Baja has 123 yards or less than 123 yards of rushing offense, and he's way off that total here to start. 2nd down and 5, Dazzo back to throw. He throws it quickly outside the outstretched arms of a defender. Demetrius Outdat's first catch, and it's a Crabs first down as you hear the crab call in the background. So once again, Baltimore driving down the field, missed a 44-yard field goal. Otherwise, this would be a 10-0 football game. 4:23 to go in the first quarter, and 2 backs once again line up in the backfield with 3 receivers, 2 to the top of the formation, far side left as Dazzo changes the play. Back to pass, pressure in his face, completes it. That pass complete for a 5-yard pickup to the Grand Rapids 34. And a good job of Dazzo stepping up in the pocket there as the pass rush surrounded him on all 3 sides, with room up the middle to run, but Dazzo not that kind of guy. 2nd down and 5 at the 34. 4:05 to go in the first. 2 receivers set and Snyder in the backfield. Outdat to the bottom of the screen as Grand Rapids brings another blitz, and a short pass is complete to Outdat, but it is just shy of the first down. So the second 3rd and inches on this series. Last time Snyder got the carry, lost 2 yards, and then an offside penalty moved the chains for Baltimore. Down to 3:36 to go in the first. The Crabs have dominated time of possession up to this point. 7 in the box. Defense shifts. Handoff Snyder on the left-hand side. First down and more. 25-20. Snyder past the 15 to the 13-yard line. First down, Crabs. Elliott Snyder picking up the big yards as the blitz came from the left side, or from the right side, and Snyder took it to the left. Billy Joe Gatlin on the keeper, or on the tackle, mind you. Snyder with the keeper, and it's first down to the 13 from the left hash. 4 wide receiver set, and again, Grand Rapids has 7 in the box, shifting right to left, showing an outside blitz. And they back off, and Dazzo swings it outside to Snyder. A ugly-looking pass thrown behind Snyder. He makes the most of it. Gains 7. 2nd and 3 to the Rollers 6. Baltimore's offense just 7th in the red zone this year, converting touchdowns 32% of the time. Grand Rapids' red zone defense is number 1 in the league, allowing just 38% touchdowns. 2 in the backfield with Dazzo. Grand Rapids showing a blitz, and Dazzo will throw it. Dazzo swings it outside. 1 man to beat is Snyder, and he will shug him off and out of bounds at the 2. Snyder nearly scored, but picked up the first down with a brutal stiff arm out to the top of your screen. First down and goal at the 2-yard line. Snyder in the backfield looking for his 2nd touchdown of the night. That would be his 10th of the season. They're going to give it to him around the left-hand side. He will lose a yard. Second and goal from the 3. Baltimore Crabs fans, make sure to get your tickets for the semifinal matchup, which will either be Saturday, September 20th, or Monday, September 22nd. Get your tickets today by visiting the Crabs front office or their official website. Second down and goal at the 3. And Dazzo will throw. And Dazzo goes back in the end zone, and it's swatted away by Koma Kaleka. Third and goal. Kaleka this year has had quite arguably his best season. 3 interceptions, 6 passes defended. Also had a pick 6, a 52-yard interception return for a score earlier this season. Third and goal from the 3. Grand Rapids defense tightening, but the Crabs have Snyder in the backfield, along with a fullback, and quick to the top of the screen, and the handoff goes to Snyder, and he lost another yard as Lamar Davis and Billy Joe Gatlin were all over that one. So once again, the Crabs will have to settle for 3 after a long drive, and the Rollers keep it close. Down to 90 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Rollers have proven tonight that they can stop Snyder in the backfield. They just haven't done it consistently. The number 1 run defense in the league, giving up only 73.2 rushing yards a game. They've given that up in the first quarter, as the Baltimore kick is good from 21. 1:13 to go in the first quarter. Rollers nothing and Crabs 10. And you're listening to Crab Radio, 96.1 The Drive. Baltimore kicks it away. From the 9, Rollers on the return, up past the 25 to the 27-yard line. The Virtual Sports Network is an official partner of the Simulation Football League. If you missed my interview with the VSN radio crew, you can hear it on our website at simulationfl.com and click the Media tab on our menu at the top of the screen to listen to the full show. Virtual Sports Network, the official place where the SFL gets all of their sports video game information. First and 10 at the 27, a stretch play out to David Baja on the right-hand side. Baja's got more running room than he has all game. A pickup of 9 to give him 6 yards on the evening, second and 1 of the 36. And if the Rollers are going to make any kind of noise in this game, that's what they need out of big number 22. David Baja coming into the game, 4th in the league in rushing, 742 yards. He has the second most carries coming into this game, more carries than Elliott Snyder on the season, 213. And off to Baja up the middle, and he dives ahead for a first down to the 38. And we should have one more play before the end of the first quarter. For the Rollers, sitting at 3-3, if they were to lose tonight, they would get into a 3-way tie with San Francisco and Oklahoma City. It would also help out Kalua's playoff chances. Grand Rapids would not be anywhere close to being out of it, but they certainly would like to get this one over with as David Baja takes a carry, spins past a couple of defenders, and ends up picking up 1, and that is the end of the first quarter. End of 1 here from Baltimore. This is 96.1 The Drive. Crab Radio will return in a moment.
I remember my first time going to the Red Roost. It's where I took my wife on our first date. And though a lot has changed since then, I know I can still go back to the Red Roost, the Eastern Shore's original crab house, and enjoy a meal reminiscent of a simpler time.
The Red Roost all-you-can-eat special includes fried shrimp, clam strips, hush puppies, fries, corn on the cob, fried chicken, and hot steamed Maryland blue crabs.
The original Red Roost Crab House in Whitehaven. Something to crow about.
Another flavor of the Eastern Shore brought to you by Southern Boys Concepts.
The fifth quarter. 60 minutes after the game, when you finish the competition for good. Take in protein, start rebuilding muscle, and stay in the game. He's in the 5th quarter. Are you? Protein to rebuild muscle. Gatorade Recover, part of the G Series.
Baltimore Crabs football on WBCR The Drive is brought to you by Aquafina, pure water, perfect taste. By Old Bay, Maryland's spice of choice for delicious steamed crabs from the Chesapeake Bay. By Gatorade, is it in you? And by Geico, 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. Start of the 2nd quarter here from Baltimore. The Crabs have an early 10-0 advantage. A 2nd down and 9 for the Rollers at the 39-yard line with 2 receivers split out wide either side. And 8 in the box for Baltimore as Marconi drops to pass against the blitz. He is sacked by Joe Dazzo, his 4th of the year. A loss of 5 brings up 3rd down and 14. That's what the Crabs needed there. Put Marconi in an absolutely passing situation on 3rd down and long. Dazzo bringing the pressure. Has more sacks than any other linebacker in the league. 4 receivers. 3 to the top of the formation, and Marconi drops back 3 steps. He fires it long. It is incomplete. Well covered by Kenneth Lyons, and that drive ends quickly for the Rollers. They will punt. Grand Rapids' offense 5th in the league, 22.2 points per game. They give up only 19, 2nd best in the league. The Rollers coming in 340 total yards of offense per game. That was 5th best. 218 passing yards per game and 122 rushing yards per game, the 4th best rush offense. Defensively, they give up just 322 yards a game. That is less than any other defense in the league. High hanging punt from the 25, return to the 28-yard line for the Crabs. And that's where they begin with the football. It also should be said that one of the things that separates these two teams is 3rd down. Baltimore is 2nd best in the league. They convert over half their 3rd downs, 42 of 83 on the season. They also have had the least amount of 3rd downs out of any team. Grand Rapids, 32 for 92. They are last in the league, 35% on 3rd down, as Dazzo swings it outside to Snyder, past the 35, past the 40. He's got a burst of speed, a pickup of 13, and a Crab 1st down. Snyder, if you don't get a body on him, he will turn the corner and he will beat you down the sideline. There is no question about that. $12:15 to go in the 1st half. The Rollers have kept close, but the Crabs really have dominated in this competition. Outdat to the top of the screen. He has 1 grab. Quick has a couple. And Dazzo has not thrown an interception in this 1st half, which has been a rarity for him this year. A counter to Snyder, and Argyle McCormick ate him alive in the backfield. A loss of 3, so Snyder down to 79 yards, which is 6 more than Grand Rapids averages giving up per game. So Snyder has certainly done his job tonight, although he lost 3 on that last carry. 2nd and 13 with 11:36 to go in the 1st half of work. 4-3 look for the Rollers as Dazzo drops to throw. Hit as he threw. Snyder gets the catch and drags a defender for 7 to the Baltimore 45. Dazzo sat in the pocket. He knew he was going to take a shot and gets it out to Snyder to bring up a 3rd down and manageable 6. Next Saturday, the Crabs try to make it 8 straight as they will go into hostile Transcorp Stadium, where Oklahoma City is facing a must-win situation. Next Saturday, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern, right here on the SFL Network on Twitch. As Snyder takes the handoff right side on a 3rd down and 6, and lost 2. Billy Joe Gatlin once again there to make the stop, and the Crabs will have to kick it away. Another solid defensive effort out of the Rollers, as we have seen more out of Elliott Snyder in this first half than Mike Dazzo, who's been pretty quiet in the passing game. High snap fielded cleanly by the Crabs, and the kick will go all the way to the 19-yard line, and not much room to return. The Rollers will start from their 22 with 10:22 to go in the first half. For daily updates on the league, visit simulationfl.com and like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels, all at /simulationfl. You can also join our forums to get in on the conversation. Empty backfield, 4 wide receivers. And blitz coming, but Baltimore backs off. Marconi checks it down to Campbell, and Campbell picks up 9. We have seen Campbell more active early in this game than in previous games. You could say that he has been a bit of a disappointment this year. 418 yards as the top player in the receiving game for the Rollers on 35 receptions, only an average of 11.94 yards per catch, 2 touchdowns as well, and only 42 targets with 101 yak yards. Hand off to David Baja off the middle, and he picks up a first down to the 32. So no 3 and out on this drive for the Rollers O. Grand Rapids, their 3rd season in Michigan, and they have a passionate fan base, but just have not been able to string a lot of wins together. They got quite arguably their biggest win in franchise history a couple of weeks ago when they took down the New York Knights 16-14. Marconi to throw on 1st and 10. Down the middle again. First down to the 48. That is a pickup of 16 yards. Albright with the reception. And we have seen Albright play well for this Roller offense. He's come up with some instrumental plays on some big drives. In that game, in that 16-14 victory, Grand Rapids, Rocco Marconi completed 5 straight passes to get the team down the field and into field goal range. Two receivers and Baja in the backfield, a 4-3 look for the Crabs. And Baja takes the handoff right past the blitz and picked up 5 to the Baltimore 47-yard line. 8:33 to go, first half. 3 receiver set for Rocco Marconi, who has had an efficient game once again up to this point. The Rollers enter Baltimore's side of the field, I believe, for the first time tonight. It's a handoff to David Baja. He is swallowed up in the backfield. Dazzo and company there to make the stop. Baja still averaging just 1.3 yards a carry in this first half. 8 minutes to go, and it's a 3rd and 7 now. Four wide receiver set. Baja in the backfield. Now a 3-3-5 look out of the Crabs D. The handoff on a counter. Dave Baja on the left-hand side. Baja's got the first down and more as the Crabs were thinking pass. David Baja with his longest run of the night, and the Rollers are slowly but surely stringing together a lot of offense here on this drive, as Joe Lynn couldn't make the tackle. Eddie Gage finally does. 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 37-yard line. 7.5 to go in the first half, and it looked like this might be a blowout after Elliott Snyder gashed Grand Rapids' defense for 60 yards on a touchdown play, the second play from scrimmage. Grand Rapids has settled down, and David Baja picks up 1 And that will run more time off the clock. Bring up second down and 9, still outside of field goal range. The bad thing for Grand Rapids is Baltimore usually plays their worst in the first half. So if this is what Grand Rapids looks like, or Baltimore looks like in the first half, they might be in for a rude awakening in the final 26 minutes of this one. Marconi adjusting to the defense. High snap, back to throw. They rush 3. Marconi down the middle. Boy, he had a man wide open. I believe that was Campbell. Going on what looked like maybe just in and out to the left-hand side, and misfired. A rare misfire tonight from Marconi. 3rd down and 9. That's Albright in the slot, wearing the black sleeves. Sticks out like a sore thumb. Baja in the backfield on a 3rd and long, last time converted with the run. And Marconi's going to throw this time. Marconi, sidearm pass, only a 2-yard pickup, and I think David Baja is saying, why didn't you throw it to me on the outside? 4th and 7 to the 34. That's going to bring on Boston and the punt team, and the Crabs may have caught a break there. Baja didn't look like there was anybody around him. Crabs a hope they can start on their 20. Boston will try to pin him on the right-hand side. This kick is at the 6, and that kick will bounce into the end zone, and that's exactly what the Crabs were hoping for. Another bad break there for the Rollers. 6:05 to go in the first half. Grand Rapids nothing, and Baltimore 10. CasualAdultGamers.com is an official partner of the Simulation Football League. Find out how you can get on the Wall of Champions and play in the greatest NFL online league for the Xbox 360 ever assembled on APF 2K8. CasualAdultGamers.com. 1st down and 10 at the 20. 3 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield with Dazzo. Dazzo back to pass. Dazzo throwing deep. It is knocked away late. That looked like that was going to be a deep conversion, and Grand Rapids gets enough speed out there to make the play. Husak was the intended receiver. And look at the break on the ball. Actually, Husak should have had that reception. And it brings up 2nd down and 10. And that might have been the first incompletion for Dazzo in the first half. 3 wide receiver set. 4-2-5 look out of the Roller defense. And the handoff goes to Snyder up the middle. He picks up 3. Snyder down to 6.8 yards per carry after his big burst on the first run of the day. 3rd and 7. 5:40 to go in the first half. Grand Rapids looking to force a 3 and out. Baltimore has different plans. They run a stretch to the strong side. Snyder got away. Oh, they marked him short. That's crazy. That's crazy. He stretched it over the 1st down line. Somebody signaled down to the head coach, and that is a challenge from Baltimore, and that is absolutely the correct thing to do.
The Crabs are challenging the spot of the ball.
Let's take a look at this. This looked like an easy call for the officials. This is going to be a perfect look here. There's no doubt about he was way over the line. That's crazy. Coach Sutherland did the right thing.
After a review, the call on the field is overturned. The Crabs will not be charged with a timeout. 1st down.
1st down Crabs, and rightfully so, out to the 31. 5:16 to go in the first half. 2 receivers, 2 backs, 4-3 defensive set, ball on the left hash mark. And Dazza will drop to throw. Dazza against a heavy blitz. He is hit, and it's nearly intercepted by a lineman, or that may have been Gatlin coming around on the blitz. The pass incomplete, and it's 2nd and 10. And the last couple of pass attempts for Dazzo have not gone as planned, as Grand Rapids starting to dial up the pressure. Snyder has 38 yards receiving on 5 grabs, the leading receiver for Baltimore. They have slowly but surely got him more involved in the passing game this year. They should throw to him on that outside. That's exactly what we're going to do. Personal more on that. That's 11 first down. Boy, you could see it. You could see it. If you don't throw out there to the open side of the field, you're dumb. And that was absolutely the right thing as Gatlin come up to make the stop, but not before the Crabs get another crab call. First and 10 of the 42, 4:50 to go in the first half. Crabs holding a 10-0 lead as Dazzo drops to throw. He's going to swing it short, and a tackle in the open field made cleanly at the 45-yard line, a pickup of 3. 2K Sports halftime report coming up next with Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. They'll have your first half highlights, stats, and analysis from the SFL studios in San Antonio. Highlights from yesterday's Kahlua beatdown on Oklahoma City, 35-3. Hand off to Elliott Snyder. Oh, that may be a face mask penalty. He ripped Snyder across the face mask. You could see the head turn. And penalties have haunted the Rollers in the first half.
Face mask, number 52, defense.
The call on Jeb Gatlin. First down at the Roller 38. They tack it on to the end of the run. And watch it again if you missed it the first time. Right there. Got him with the offhand. And that's a mistake that Jeb Gatlin knows better. A veteran of this league, a very good football player. Just made a bad decision on that one. First and 10 at the 39-yard line now, nearing field goal range. Deep throw down the field, right into the breadbasket of out that. Who dat? Out that. Touchdown, Crabs. How big can one penalty be? Mike Dazzo's first touchdown. An easy pitch and catch as Sudelovich lost control. Grand Rapids really struggling here this evening. Getting outclassed so far. I know owner Eric Walsh is a Colts fan, but the lack of leadership, you could say, showing through here tonight as the Crab faithful. A little bit smaller tonight, but loud and proud. .41 to go in the first half. Grand Rapids needs some sort of points on the board to put this back to a 2-score game and get it manageable. From the 10-yard line, Rollers on the return up to the 30, and that's Albright doing the kick return duties as well. 3:37 on the clock. The current standings in the SFL: Baltimore 6-0, Orlando 4-2, New York 4-3, Kahlua 4-4, Grand Rapids 3-3, do not have the tiebreaker on Kahlua. San Francisco 3-4, Oklahoma City 3-4, and Dallas 0-7 eliminated. Handoff on a delay to David Baja. He picks up 5 to the 36-yard line, and Eddie Gage comes up with the tackle. He also recovered the fumble in the first quarter and has 3 tackles on the night. 3:20 to go in the first half.
Let's go. Second and 4.
Down. 6.
3 wide receiver set, Baja to the left of Marconi. 2 wide receivers to the short side right. 4-2-5 defensive look out of the Crabs as Elliott Snyder will get no gain. 3rd and 5. Tackle made by Garner. 2:50 to go. Crab fans on their feet. 3 wide receiver set. They would like to pad on to this lead. Marconi back to throw. He swings it outside. Had a man, but he threw it behind him, and it is complete short of the first down. Figueroa on the catch, but a rare misfire out of Rocco Marconi. And Baltimore will get another shot at it. Marconi has completed 76% of his passes this year, second only to West St. Clair's 84% coming into the week.
Oh yeah, punter, I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
And for Baltimore, a team that really has not had a complete game first half and second half, would love nothing more than to see that heading into the final week of the regular season. We've hit the 2-minute warning. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. The home of the Crab Call. This is WBCR The Drive, 96.1, Baltimore, Maryland. First down to the 29, 1:57 to go in the first half. 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side, and Dazzo is going to drop back the pass. They cover up Snyder, and the pass is incomplete. And that's what the Rollers are going to have to do if they're going to come back in this game. They will need to cover those swing passes to the outside that Snyder has been explosive on. Hasn't done anything fancy, but has moved the chains multiple times. 1:54 to go in the first half, 2nd and 10. 3 wide receiver set, and Snyder to the right of Dazzo. 4-2-5 look out of Grand Rapids, and a little mismatch on the bottom of your screen. That's where Dazzo goes. That's where he's got a man open, and it is just shy of a first down. Rollers had 2 defenders on that side, 3 on the other side where they only had 2 receivers, did Baltimore, and Dazzo correctly exploits it. 3rd and inches at the 39. Yeah, I'm never going to get that last name correct. As Snyder takes a handoff, 1st and 10, nearly broke one. Out to the 42. Baltimore has all 3 timeouts. They have kept David Baja in check, which is absolutely what they needed to do to get a win here tonight. 1st and 10 of the 42, and Grand Rapids or Baltimore is quickly heading up to the line of scrimmage. 1 minute to go. They hand it off. A double counter. Snyder in the open field. Past the 40. Into field goal range at the 33. And the Crabs take a timeout. A beautiful play call from T. Paternitti. That worked to perfection as Snyder goes over 100. First and 10 of the Roller, 33. An excellent first half out of Baltimore. And on the flip, they give it to Snyder. He picks up 2. Crabs are trying to take as much time off the clock as possible. Snyder back in the backfield, 3 wide receiver set. And again, they're going to flip it, and it's intercepted! Intercepted and taken back the other way to the 33-yard line. They tried to run the same play again, and Lamar Davis scooped and nearly scored, and the Rollers turn it around right before halftime as it hit Lamar Davis right in the chest. And it's 17-0. The Rollers, with just a little bit of offense, can make it a 2-score game heading into the locker room, and that is a big momentum swing right before half, and we saw a similar Faulty play for Baltimore at the end of the first half against San Francisco. That led to a touchdown, and that pass is caught by Albright at the 14-yard line. And Rollers call a timeout, but they are in field goal range, and once again, Antoine Albright comes up with a big play for this team. That's a quarterback trusting his receiver right there, throwing into coverage. Albright had it all the way. First down and 10 to the 14, 30 seconds to go in the first half. 4 wide receivers. Grand Rapids is gunning for the touchdown. Empty backfield. They've protected Marconi pretty well tonight, although Dazzo has a sack. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Marconi back to pass. Marconi down the middle. That pass is complete inside the 10, down to the 8. And the Rollers have 1 timeout to spare. And you wonder if they don't get it in the end zone here, will they eventually just have to settle for 3? Depends on how long the next play takes. Two receivers set with Baja in the backfield on a second and short, 24 seconds to go. And Marconi drops the pass. He swings it to Baja in the open field, breaks a tackle, got the first down to the 3, but Grand Rapids has to hurry up now, down to 14 seconds. It looks like they will get another playoff before they have to take a timeout, down to 8 seconds. They better hurry. Marconi back to pass. Marconi's in trouble, throws it to Baja, he gets out of bounds, but 3 yards shy, and the Crabs defense holds. Boy, that was risky business out of Grand Rapids. Getting that play off, and Marconi nearly took a sack. But the important thing for the Rollers is that they got the points on the board before the half. Of course, they have to kick the field goal, but it's a chipper from 19. And Dan and Peter are right around the corner. Some fireworks, but Baltimore is still in pretty good hands, as the field goal by the Rollers is good with 1 second to go. 17-3. Dan and Peter will take it from here. This is a presentation of Baltimore Crabs football on 96.1 WBCR The Drive. Crabs lead 17-3.
How close you are.
The field goal puts them a little closer to tying things up.
Yeah, and that's a positive note their coach can point to when he tries to pump up his team at halftime.
Barber boots it away. Cusack catches it back at the 6. Dodges a tackle. Dragged down at the 29. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Crabs enjoying the lead, 17-3.
Okay, Dan, let's get this halftime show started. What do you have for us?
Well, here's a look at our halftime stats, and as you can see, it paints a pretty clear picture. The Rollers are certainly losing because of it. It's hard to win when you play like that. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Number 36 got the carry here, and once he found the lane, he was off. A 60-yard touchdown for the home team. The Crabs get the first points of the game and go up by 7. The Rollers on defense, number 27, would snuff out a drive on this one as he's there to recover the fumble. Towards the end of the first quarter, the Crabs up by 7. Number 36 got the carry as they stayed on the ground on third down, and he'd make it pay off. They move ahead by 10. The Rollers, now in the second quarter, number 8 would find his target on this one. Unfortunately, the drive stopped shortly afterwards, and they had to punt it away. The Rollers trailing 10-0. Number 17 is going to find an opening in the secondary, and he'll exploit it here. A 38-yard touchdown for the home team. The Crabs moving ahead big and now lead by 17. Still late in the second quarter, all at the 31-yard line. Number 99 would come up with the big killer drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Late into the second quarter, the Rollers down by 17. Number 8 would drop back and deliver a strike on this one, and that will do it. The Crabs are up big at the half, 17-3.
Nice job, Dan.
The Rollers get the ball first this half, and they could use a score right out of the gates to get back into this one. They currently trail 17-3. Now let's get to the game.
You're listening to Baltimore Crabs Radio on the Drive. Your second half of action comes your way next here on the SFL Network on Twitch.
Hi, Tom Bodette, using this streaming music format to fulfill my lifelong dream of being a 50s radio DJ. Here goes. Hey guys and gals, this is Tombo, spinning the platters that matter at number 6 on your motel dial. Get a clean, comfy pad for the best deal you ever had. Just say, we'll leave the light on for you, the phrase that pays less. Man, that was fun. Book now at motel6.com or on your smartphone. I'm Tom Bodette, and we'll leave the light on for you.
All right, fellas, we started this thing, and now we at the top. Everybody's trying to knock us off. It's us versus them. Now we must protect this house. Man, what's he doing here with that? Chill. He's on his squad. Get him out of here. I'm cold. Who will protect this house? I will. Will you protect this house? I will. We must protect this house. I will. Unarmed.
Beautiful day in Baltimore, where most people probably know that Geico could save their money on car insurance, right? You see, the thing is, Geico, well, could help them save on boat insurance too. Hi. Okay, I'm ready to come in now. Hello?
I'm trying my best.
Seriously, I'm serious. Request to come ashore.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
Start of the second half. The Rollers will get the football down 14, but they got themselves back into this game with a tremendous play by Lamar Davis, his first career interception on a shovel pass from Mike Dazzo. He threw it right into the chest of Lamar Davis. He returned it into field goal range, and the Rollers tacked on 3. Now, what can the Rollers do with a large field? So far tonight, it hasn't been much. Just 116 yards of offense in the first half to Baltimore's 250 plus. 2 receivers and 2 backs in the backfield with Marconi. He drops to throw. Marconi fires it outside, and it's an overshoot of his intended receiver. Brings up second down and 10. Darnell Matthews was the receiver out there, and let's take a look at the miscue. That was actually Matthews' fault. I thought originally Marconi threw it behind him, but instead, that's just a lazy attempt at a catch, sticking one hand out there. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line, 12:52 to go, third quarter. 3 wide receivers with Baja to the left. A 3-3-5 look. Marconi to throw again on 2nd and 10. He'll do the same play. This time it's caught. A 4-yard pickup. Only bring up 3rd and 6. He would have gotten more the first time around as Joe Lynn came up to make the stop. 3rd and 6. Third down, 6 yards to go. 4 wide receivers. And Marconi has a lot of time, and a deep throw is incomplete. Albright, the intended receiver, and the roller receivers are not going to win many of those one-on-one matchups. And a 3-and-out to start the half for Grand Rapids is exactly what the team wanted to avoid. And they will punt it away. Rollers on the punt. They'll need more out of their defense in the second half from the 35-yard line. Baltimore on the return. Nice to the 42. So 12:09 third quarter. Dazzo got his interception out of the way, let's hope. Always seems to throw one, if not more, in the first half, but is exceptional in the second half of work. 1st and 10 of the 42. 2 backs and 2 receivers. 4-3 setup, and Grand Rapids showing a blitz. They come with it. Snyder lost 3. And Dazzo didn't read that play well and couldn't change it up. Seals on the stop, and it's 2nd and long for the Crabs. Crabs have already clinched a playoff spot and the playoffs #1 seed. However, if Kahlua does make the playoffs and somehow makes it to the SFL Championship game, they would be the designated home team. 2nd down and 13 at the 40. 3 backs in the backfield with Quick at the top of the screen. And Dazzo drops to throw. He swings it outside. Nobody on that side of the field. Oh, what a beautiful open field tackle by Jeb Gatlin. Wow. There was nobody on that side of the field, and Gatlin holds Elliott Snyder to just a 4-yard gain. Third down and 9. They hand it off to Snyder. He dropped for 2 in the backfield. Lamar Davis with the stop, and the Crabs are forced to go 3-and-out to start the second half. And what a response from Grand Rapids defense. That was one of the best tackles I've seen all year.
Let's block the play, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
10:35 to go in the third quarter. From the 17, Rollers on the return up to the 21, and that's where they'll start their second possession. First and 10 at the 21-yard line. Grand Rapids has kept themselves in it. How long can they keep themselves in it? 3 wide receivers. Baja in the backfield. He has not broken anything all game long. They hand it off to him up the middle and only picked up 2 yards to the 23. And it's interesting, Grand Rapids sometimes goes no huddle. We have not seen any no huddle out of the team tonight. Team's obvious strategy, and this has been a common theme, is to try and keep Baltimore off the field. They lead the league in time of possession, or actually they're second by 12 seconds only to Grand Rapids. Both teams' average time of possession is over 28 minutes as they hand it off to, oh, look at David Baja on the carry. First down. apologize, couldn't get my bearings about me, and Baja picks up 14 yards, a relatively easy run out to the left-hand side, a first down and 10 to the 37. Tackle made by Kenneth Lyons, among others. 9:25 to go in the third, a fresh set of downs for the Rollers. Baltimore shifting their defense all over the place as Dazzo goes from left to right. He comes in on a blitz, and David Baja will not get anything. Henry Hittner, who had a strong start to this contest, gets a TFL, and it's second and long. Visit the Dark Lords website, the Dallas offensive coordinator. It is on your screen. You can also visit his Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube channels. He has all pro football videos and all pro football teams that you can play with in your game. Some NFL legend teams and a lot more. All on his website. Says that pass bobbled around and incomplete. Brings up third down and 11. And Marconi, lucky that one only fell harmlessly to the turf, third and long. $8:40 to go, third quarter, and these third and longs are hurting the Rollers. And Marcus Campbell has been pretty quiet since a few catches early in the first half. Marconi to throw, pump fake, swings it outside. Albright off his hands, and the sure-handed receiver can't make the play. His second drop, and Grand Rapids will punt it away. Just cannot seem to get the offense going here in the third quarter, or for the game for that matter. And at times, Marconi has just not gotten the help that he's needed out of his receivers. Rollers kick it away. From the 25-yard line, Baltimore on the return, and getting tackled at the 29. 8:28 to go in the third quarter. A reminder that tomorrow night is a matchup of the two champions in the league's history. The New York Knights, trying to end a two-game slump, host the Orlando Intimidators Monday night, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. On the SFL Network on Twitch, the winner clinches a playoff spot, along with Baltimore's already clinched spot. First and 10 of the 29. Dazzo, three-step drop. He fires it out to Quick. With the pass a little off target, he falls down, and is touchdown by Unsicker and Kaleka. A gain of 5 to the Baltimore 34. Mike Dazzo tonight, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, $153, a rating of 90.8, which would be his third lowest rating of the season. 3 wide receivers and 2 in the backfield. 7:55 to go in the third. Dazzo, quick drop back on a slant, and out that makes the play. Who dat? Out that for the Crab, first down. Crabs moves the chains, the pressure right in Dazzo's face, and he delivers a strike. Linebackers shifting for the Rollers. And Dazzo will hand it off to Snyder, and Snyder once again bottled up, only a gain of yard. Jeb Gatlin and Little combined for the stop. Sudalovich getting in the Baltimore huddle a little bit. Some gamesmanship there. Second down, 9, 7 minutes to go in the third. Two receivers, both to the top of the formation. They go deep, and Dazzo steps up in the pocket beautifully, pitches it off to Snyder. He breaks a tackle and picks up a solid 5 yards on the play. Heck of a job by Mike Dazzo to get out of the pressure that Grand Rapids was coming with, and gives it a third and manageable 4 just outside of midfield. Crabs have played solid. Nothing flashy. Just good, solid football as they have bogged down Grand Rapids' running game, and that was the most important key coming in. A quick drop back and a swing out to Snyder, and look at the closing speed on the far side of the field for Grand Rapids. Another stop. It's 4th and 2 for Baltimore, and we saw the Crabs go for a 4th down and 2 earlier in this game ahead of midfield. And this time they will punt it away. So another defensive stand for Grand Rapids, keeping this a 2-score game. And this high kick, Grand Rapids is going to let go, and look at the bounce as it stops at the 5-yard line. And bad field position is just about the worst thing you can do to a struggling offense. First down, Grand Rapids, but deep into their own territory. Grand Rapids 6th in the league, 340.8 total yards a game, and they are well off getting that much here tonight. The handoff goes to David Baja up the middle. He spins away, and Dazzo saved a potential touchdown. A gain of 6. Baja has boosted his yards per carry to 2.9 on the night, 2nd and 4 at the 10, and that gives Grand Rapids a bit of breathing space. But David Baja almost broke that free. Baltimore keeps him in check. From the 10.5, they need the 15-yard line. It's more like 2nd and 4.5. And the handoff goes to Baja, and a 4-yard loss. Henry Hittner in the backfield pushes him back to the 7. Third down and 8. Grand Rapids does not want to give up this field position to the Crabs, down 14. They hand it off on a counter. David Baja nearly broke it away, but it's going to be a 3-and-out for the Rollers. And this game is starting to get away from Grand Rapids. They're going to need a stellar defensive possession here on this next drive to avoid giving up any points. .4:30 to go in the third quarter. Grand Rapids kicks it away. And Baltimore's going to start with the football on their side of the field. Good coverage, but it won't matter. A 1st and 10 at the Roller 46 with 4:18 to go in the third. The Virtual Sports Network is an official partner of the Simulation Football League. If you missed the interview, as you take a look at Snyder's statistics, it's in the media section of SimulationFL.com. The VSN, an official partner of the SFL, VirtualSportsNetwork.com. Dazzo back to pass. His pass is tipped up in the air and dangerous. Dangerous, dangerous. Chance at an interception. Koma Kaleka was there defending quick. 2nd and 10. Dazzo's only gone deep down the field one time tonight. That was a touchdown to Outdat. He has picked his spots well for the most part this evening. Two receiver set. Quick in the slot. Outdat to the very bottom of the screen. Just on top of the scoreboard. Offside. Free play. Snyder in the open field. And Grand Rapids is chasing him down. But this is going to move the football up for a 2nd and short. Another penalty hurting the Rollers.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 96. Deep. Repeat.
2nd down, 5. 4 minutes to go. Little jumped off. Elliott Snyder, 9 receptions tonight for 60 yards. He might even be their yards leader as well. Although Outdat might have to have something to say about that. 2nd down and 5. Dazzo back to throw. Dazzo steps up, fires across the field. Oh boy, he tried to force that one in there. Incomplete. Grand Rapids had good coverage there on the far side, and it brings up third down outside of field goal range as Grand Rapids continues to bog Baltimore down in the third quarter.
3rd and 5 from the Roller 41-yard line.
4 receivers, 3 to the short side right. Snyder in the backfield. Will they swing it out to him on that left-hand side in isolation? They will not. On a counter, Snyder lost 2. Tackle made by the big fella, Seals, who looks like he ate one. Loss of 2, 4th down and 7. And the Crabs come up empty, and they'll try to pin Grand Rapids inside the 10 for the second consecutive drive. 3:13 to go in the third quarter. Crabs kick. That's going to hop at the 4. Look at the hop! Oh, they couldn't save it. Bounced down at the 1-yard line, but Crabs couldn't do it again, and the Rollers will start with it on their own 20.
Let's go.
1st down and 10, 3:02 to go in the third. First down, handoff goes to Baja, and he is brought down from behind. Looks like he was going to get away, but now just 52 yards on 21 carries. And we talked about earlier tonight and in the newsletter, 122 yards or less for Baja, the Rollers are 0-3. 123 yards or more, the Rollers are 3-0 this year. 4 receivers, 3 to the top of the formation, and Marconi stands with an empty backfield on 2nd and long. Need to pick up some of it, and that pass is complete. Oh, look at the double spin move to the 28-yard line, a pickup of 9, and that's on the Crabs. A non-star receiver making that play in the open field has got to be unacceptable to this defense. Helps out the Rollers on 3rd down and short with 2 minutes to go in the third. 2 receivers, 1 to either side, 4-3 setup. Lyons and Sims look like they're playing a little bit of a zone at corner. Hand off to Baja, straight up the gut, 1st down and more to the 36-yard line, a pickup of 8. And a move of the chains for Grand Rapids. The Crabs have not punched the Rollers in the mouth in the second half. If they would have done so, it would have been 24-3, and likely against a team that has a pretty poor offense, this game would be over. But Baltimore's offense has failed to do that and has kept the game open. 3 wide receivers, Marconi back to throw. All day for Marconi, and wide open is Campbell. Past the 30 to the Baltimore 24. 1st down Rollers. Marcus Campbell's longest reception in a long time, as Joe Dazzo just lost track of him, and Campbell makes a heck of an adjustment on the football. The Rollers in scoring position.
1st and 10 from Down.
1st and 10 of the 24 with 60 seconds to go in the third. 3 wide receivers set with Baja in the backfield. And Baja takes the handoff and will not break a tackle. Lost a yard as you look at the running back summary once again tonight, as Snyder's night has slowed down a bit. Down to 42 seconds third quarter. 2nd and 11 at the 26. On 1st and 10, that running play, shotgun delay, has not been successful. Marconi back to throw. Gets it away off the hands of the intended receiver, and his non-star receivers are just not stepping up tonight. Matthews dropped another one. 3rd and 11. These are the type of plays that teams have just failed to capitalize on against this Crabs team all season long. Baltimore has taken plenty advantage of it. Third down and 11. Crowd standing up. Grand Rapids is in field goal range. They certainly, I would think, would elect to kick. Trying to dial up the pressure from the outside. Maybe get a sack here. Third down and 11. Marconi swings it out short. Open field inside the 20, but he's going to be 3 yards shy of a first down. And Baltimore's defense gets yet another stop. Michael Sims on the tackle, and Henry Hittner says, look at the board. You're down 14. And I would think the Rollers kick a field goal here. That's what they're going to do. That gives them a chance to get a field goal, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. This one is from 34 off the right hash. From the 34-yard line, the hold was a little wonky, but the kick is good to end the third quarter, and Grand Rapids keeping it tight. That's the end of 3. You're listening to Baltimore Crab Radio, 96.1 WBCR The Drive, Baltimore 17, Grand Rapids 6. We'll be back to Wayland Corporate Field after these messages from our sponsors.
Eating shrimp at Red Lobster, it's a fantastic experience. 30 shrimp for $11.99. I can't imagine anything better. You're getting a ton of shrimp and it tastes really good.
Hurry into Red Lobster's 30 shrimp for just $11.99. Choose any 2 of 5 savory shrimp selections, like mango jalapeno shrimp and Parmesan crunch shrimp. 2 delicious shrimp selections on 1 plate, all with salad and unlimited Cheddar Bay biscuits. 30 shrimp, just $11.99 for a limited time.
Wow, that's a lot of shrimp. I'm Ryan Stewart. I'm the ultimate shrimp lover, and I see food differently.
Job, but people expect me to come out here and be upset, so I'm gonna kick some dirt. You understand? Yeah, I understand that. Well, lately I've been feeling happy and content. Yeah, you seem different.
Lou is really giving it to him.
You better kick me out of this game. I've got a reputation to uphold. Fine, you're out of here. Say hello to the missus.
I will. You do the same. Drinking water makes you feel better and a lot less irritable. So make your body happy. Drink Aquafina.
Baltimore Crab Football on WBCR The Drive is brought to you by Motel 6. We'll leave the light on for you. By Red Lobster. Seafood differently. By the Red Roost. Crab House and Restaurant, the official the original all-you-can-eat Crab House. And by Under Armour. Protect this house. Start of the fourth quarter here in Baltimore. And Grand Rapids is kicking it deep to the Crabs. Down by 2 scores still as Baltimore came up with another stop to get a field goal. Vicious hit on the kickoff return to the 28. Take a look at the Motel 6 upcoming schedule. We'll leave the light on for you. For Baltimore, they next week will travel to Oklahoma City, Saturday, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. A must-win situation for OKC. For Baltimore, they will have it all locked up and possibly will be playing for the first perfect season in SFL history. That will be followed by the playoffs as Dazzo drops to throw. He goes deep down the field. Caught by Quick. First down, Crabs to the 44, and Dazzo now has 182 passing yards on the night. Quick in traffic, and this may be the difference by the end of the night. The Baltimore Crab receivers have played better than the Grand Rapids Roller receivers, and that has made the difference in crucial moments tonight. Playoff games Saturday, September 20th at noon, and Monday, September 22nd at 6th. And actually yes, that is correct, as the pass to the outside through the hands, just as I said, Baltimore receivers are helping him out. That one through the hands of the intended receiver, no gain. 2nd and 10 at the 44, 12:20 to go. The SFL Championship game Monday, September 29th at 6 p.m. with pregame starting an hour before that.
2nd and 10.
And the All-Star Game, the first ever in SFL history, Monday, October 6th at 6 p.m. And off to Elliott Snyder. He has struggled in the second half. He is brought down again for no gain. And it's 3rd down, 12:08 and counting. And according to the viewers, Mike Dazzo might have missed a touchdown pass. 3rd down and 10 for Baltimore. Their offense in a slump right now. 4 wide receivers. They're going to hand it off to Snyder. And Snyder is quickly hit down. An unblocked safety, Russell, comes up to make the tackle. 3 and out for the Crabs. And all of a sudden, few actually, 3 and outs for Baltimore. Has this crowd nervous a little bit as the Rollers will get the football back. Baltimore kicks it away. From the 18-yard line, Grand Rapids fumbled the football, and Grand Rapids recovers. Or Baltimore, I should say, recovers. That is the 2nd fumble of the night for Grand Rapids. And just untimely penalties, untimely drop passes, untimely turnovers. They have haunted Grand Rapids tonight in their upset bid as Baltimore continues to just take what other teams give them. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line now in the red zone. Brought to you by Red Lobster. There is a penalty marker down, and the pass in double coverage is caught inside the 5. I believe the Rollers were offside.
Neutral zone infraction, number 54. Keith, the penalty is
That one on Unsicker, penalty decline, 1st and goal at the 3. .11:06 to go, and the Rollers are desperate to get a stop here. Otherwise, it's a 3-score game, and the ball game is pretty much over. And Dazzo's going to throw for it, and that pass is incomplete. Kaleka, more good defense on Quick, and it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Let's go. 2nd and goal.
Quick now to the top of the screen. And a loaded box. 9 in the box for Grand Rapids. And they toss it out to Snyder. Trying to stretch it out. He lost 3. Billy Joe Gatlin now 8 tackles. 3 behind the line of scrimmage for a strong safety is impressive. 10:42 to go in the ball game. It's 3rd and goal from the 7. The Rollers can still keep this a 2-score game with a stop here, despite the fumble on the punt return. 2 fumbles tonight for Grand Rapids. No interceptions from Marconi. Dazzo to throw. He swings it outside. Net quick touchdown! Crabs! The Rollers gambled and lost the bet. Kaleka way out of position as he was coming up to defend Elliott Snyder, who has been so lethal on the outside, and that may wrap it up. Mike Dazzo coming up big with a touchdown in the red zone. That's a beautiful thing right there. And how about the Grand Rapids Rollers? If they fall to 3-4 tonight, they will have to face the Orlando Intimidators, who either could have a clinched playoff spot or could also be playing for their playoff lives next week in Walsh Bowl 6. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that. That Walsh Bowl comes your way 7 p.m. Central 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, or next Sunday. 10:24 remaining, in Baltimore may have finally put Grand Rapids in their rearview mirror thanks to an awful fumble by the Rollers special teams. Boy, you don't often in a game see a team with 2 turnovers, both of them being fumbles. But that is what has happened here tonight for Grand Rapids. They also have 4 penalties, or at least 4 that have been called. They've had drop passes. They've had missed opportunities inside the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 32. Handoff on a counter to David Baja. He should have taken it outright. There was nobody out there. Instead, he lost 1 into the teeth of the Crabs defense. Baja stuck on 58 yards. 10 minutes to go, and Eddie Gage getting the yes chant going. The Crabs can feel history on their doorstep. 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line. Toss play out to David Baja. He is stopped in the backfield for a loss of 5, and it's getting ugly now. Joe Dazzo on the tackle. On Superhero Night, there have been a lot of superhero plays made by the Crabs defense in particular, forcing 2 fumbles. That has really been the story of the night. 3rd down and 16. 4 wide receivers set with Baja in the backfield. Marconi drops to throw. He is in trouble. He is sacked for a loss of 10. 4th and 26. And that was an ugly answer to a Baltimore touchdown drive for Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids in the 3-way tie with Oklahoma City and San Francisco. They're 1-1 in that battle. San Francisco beat Grand Rapids and Oklahoma City, so they would move up to 5th place. Oklahoma City would remain 7th, and Grand Rapids would get to 6th, meaning that for Oklahoma City, Kahlua, and Grand Rapids to have a chance in the playoffs, or to make the playoffs next week, San Francisco must lose to Dallas. San Francisco wins, and it would appear they're in with a Grand Rapids loss tonight. Swing pass out to Snyder. That pass caught for a 2-yard pickup by Unsicker. Snyder now 10 receptions for 62 yards, which is outpacing Quick's total. And that's very interesting to look at with the 3 teams at 3 and 4. San Francisco's 3 tiebreakers that they own: Kahlua, Grand Rapids, and Oklahoma City. And there's no reason why New York or anybody else could knock them out. Pass off the hands of Outdat. So next week, the scenario for San Francisco, they win, they're in after a 1-4 start, back-to-back wins over Oklahoma City and Kahlua, and a chance to head into the playoffs on a 3-game winning streak. Now, they would not hold the tiebreaker against Orlando or New York, and so San Francisco would be back in a rematch with Baltimore, and that didn't go too well the first time for San Francisco as Elliott Snyder breaks it free past the 20 to the 15, down to the 11-yard line. Elliott Snyder from the get-go proved that he could run against this roller defense, this difficult roller defense. Down to 7:40 to go, and Baltimore could potentially pile on to their lead. Pass caught, touchdown, Mike Dazzo! Crabs pouring it on here in the fourth quarter. And they will finally, heading into the final week of the season, have a better point differential than New York as the tight end getting involved. 30-6. Orlando can miss the playoffs. They do not hold the tiebreaker against Oklahoma City. So if Oklahoma City wins, that could put Orlando in jeopardy if they do not win tomorrow night. They also could be ousted by Grand Rapids if Orlando loses out and Grand Rapids defeats them due to point differential. Right now the Rollers are plus 19, Orlando plus 21. Obviously, that's going to drop for the Rollers tonight, but depending upon how Orlando performs in their final two games, that could be a tiebreaker that goes in favor of the Rollers as well. New York could miss the playoffs if they lose to Orlando. Look at this, another penalty on Grand Rapids. The Knights would go to 4-4. They do not hold the tiebreaker against the Rollers.
Number 82, receiving team.
As Grand Rapids will go back to the 21-yard line. New York, however, does hold the tiebreaker over everybody else. Their losses have come to Baltimore twice and to Grand Rapids. So the Rollers are actually the only team that can oust New York from the playoffs. So New York their fate will be decided whether they win or lose tomorrow night by Grand Rapids, as David Baja takes a handoff and Baja picks up about 19 yards out to the 40-yard line. A little too late for Baja. We have seen teams step up in the crucial moments, Baltimore and Kahlua. There's a lot of teams rooting for Dallas next week, and there's a lot of teams rooting for Orlando the following week to get Grand Rapids out of the picture. It's all a wild finish. Throw out to David Baja. That pass is complete, a 2-yard gain. Either way, somebody's going to clinch the second playoff spot tomorrow night when Orlando takes on New York. Right now, Grand Rapids has to worry about their point differential because with Orlando, that tiebreaker could come into play. And they have just not been able to keep up with Baltimore tonight as they hand it off to Baja. He picks up a yard. We have seen Grand Rapids and Baltimore come into this atmosphere, and San Francisco actually had the better game, lost 20-7, and was the only team to really shut down Elliott Snyder. You got to think that T-Pat is chomping at the bit to play the Bulldogs again to try and make those adjustments, or who knows, maybe the Crabs would rather not play San Francisco as Grand Rapids gets a first down. Marconi now has 160 yards. It's looking like at the moment that Orlando and New York, that neither will be the 4 seed, but you never know what can happen. Baltimore's first round opponents certainly up in the air. It could be 6 different teams. Who would you guys want to play in the first round? Or not want to play is the better question. As Marconi swings it outside to David Baja past the 40. Gains of 5 to the 39-yard line. 5:15 and counting as the clock continues to roll. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe coming up with your second half post-game analysis from the SFL studios in San Antonio. 4:52 to go. And a penalty on Baltimore this time as David Baja takes the handoff. Another offside.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 96. Deep 5-yard penalty. First down.
First and 10.
Down! Let's go, D! That's what we stand for!
First and 10 of the 34, 4:48 to go. Marconi back to pass. It is intercepted by Eddie Gage at the 29. No, check that. John Sale with the pick. Gage another week without an interception, but Marconi threw it into traffic. And hopefully Elliott Snyder can run out this clock and put some more points up on the board for the Crabs. This is an excellent way to cap off a home schedule that has seen an overtime victory over New York, a defensive squeaker over San Francisco, a nice complete game over Grand Rapids, and a shootout performance against Orlando when the team bested the defending champs, as Elliott Snyder picks up 8 and keeps the clock moving. Now 153 yards on the night.
He picks up 8 yards on the play. Number 52, credited with the tackle. Second and 2. Ball at the 37-yard.
Down! Here comes the run! Here comes the run!
Second down 2, 4:13 to go. 31-6 Baltimore. And they're taking as much time off the clock as they can. I'm a little surprised the starter is still in the game. Snyder picks up a first down, churning out more yardage and leaving Pete Bruschi behind in the dust. Pete Bruschi and Elliott Snyder, the two top running backs in the league, will go toe-to-toe next week. And whoever the Crabs play in the first round,
First and 10. Ball at the 42-yard.
they will have played at least once this season, so they will have some film and scouting ability, as will anybody else who plays the Crabs, as Snyder takes the handoff right-hand side, picks up 2, now 3:18 to go.
With the carry. A pickup of 1 on the play. Number 23, credited with the tackle.
Second down and 8 at the 43.
Second and 8 from your Crabs, 43 yards.
250 and counting. 2 in the backfield, no receivers, as Nick Quicken out at getting the fourth quarter off. Snyder again, the handoff around the left-hand side. No gain. 3rd and 8. Unsicker on the tackle.
Bryant. Tackle made by number 54. No gain on the play.
Let's go!
3rd down and 8.
Ball at the 44-yard.
Approaching the 2-minute warning.
Down! Set!
Trips top of the screen. Snyder in the backfield, and we have hit the 2-minute warning. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves. You're home to the Crab Call. This is 96.1 WBCR, The Drive, Baltimore, Maryland. Your player of the game tonight, Elliott Snyder. All week long, people were saying that Snyder was going to get stopped by this roller defense. He came out, performed, and responded. Backups are now in for Baltimore as Grand Rapids gets a sack and the Rollers call timeout to try and get the football back and make this score a little closer. Argyle McCormick gets the sack and cleanup. As Baltimore finally pulls the starters out of the game. The play of the game was that fumble recovery on the punt return. I mean, this game was 17-6. Grand Rapids had all the momentum in the fourth quarter, and a simple fumble completely turned this game into a rout. The play of the game brought to you by Gatorade. Gatorade, is it in you? From the 26, Rollers on the return to the 31.
Will be placed around the 31-yard line. Hit hard. 1st and 10 from the Rollers. Down. Sit.
1st and 10 with a minute 49 to go. Marconi out of the gun. Gonna try to get a touchdown on the board for the first time tonight. Back to pass, hit as he threw. Pass is caught in traffic. First down to the Baltimore 48, a gain of 21. Rollers call time, they have 1 remaining. Henry Hittner whiffed on making that stop. Three wide receivers at the Baltimore 48 for Marconi. High snap, swings it outside. David Baja on the open field. Hit at the 43, a gain of 4. Marconi again to throw. Late pressure, but the pass is caught to the Baltimore 29. And the receiver, Matthews, is hurt. Seen a lot of non-stars hurt this year, but we have seen health out of all of the star players this season. Matthews did get popped from the side.
First and 10. Ball at the 29-yard line.
3 receiver set. This would be a win for the Rollers if they can get a touchdown on the board here. Pass is caught. That's a 3-yard gain. No huddle now for the Rollers. 1 timeout. Campbell to the top of the screen on the line. Marconi again to throw. Pressure in his face. Pass is caught at the 9. First and goal. Grand Rapids. This is big for the point differential decision between Orlando and Grand Rapids if it comes to it. As Marconi swings it outside, that's Campbell. Only a gain of 1, however. 47 seconds to go. Campbell rushing back to get set on the line. Second down and goal from the 8. And Marconi will check it down. And there is a defender. Slater to make the stop. No timeouts for the Rollers. 3rd and goal. 35 seconds remains. Third down goal at the 8-yard line. 4 receivers, 3 to the top of the screen for the Rollers, who trail by 25. Marconi drops back to throw, steps up in the pocket. Marconi goes down the middle of the field, but he is stopped at the goal line, so it's 4th and goal at the goal line. Rollers had to kick a chip shot from inside the 5-yard line earlier in this game. They go empty backfield, 4 receivers, down to 15 seconds to go. Marconi's pass to the right-hand side is knocked away, and the Crabs get another stop, but can't take a knee because they'll get a safety. Frederick Holloway, who came in to replace Matthews, couldn't make the play. Off his hands. And that's just been the difference tonight. The Rollers just don't have a wide receiver weapon on the outside. Twice the Rollers have been inside the Crab 2 and did not score touchdowns. Grand Rapids creeping up to the line of scrimmage. They want the safety. Baltimore tosses it to the outside, and they avoid the safety and get out to the 4-yard line. Dan and Peter will take it from here. Game recap and the post-game show is next. And I might have jacked up the volumes there. No matter. We'll get it fixed. 31-6, your final.
And that will do it for tonight's game. The Crabs come out on top 31-6. With that, let's look back at some of the plays that made the difference in this one. That was an exciting game. So let's not waste any time in getting the highlight of our post-game show. We'll start this one off late in the third quarter. Number 42 ran a terrific route here and was able to pull this one in. That set up a 34-yard field goal. The Rollers finally get on the board and are now down by 11. Now early in the fourth quarter, the Crabs have the ball at the 43-yard line. Number 7 would put this pass right where it needed to be. A 6-yard touchdown for the home team. I'm out of control. Midway through the fourth, the Crabs leading by 18. Number 36 got the call on third down, and he did not disappoint. They've opened it up and now lead by 25. I'm out of control. The Rollers, middle of the fourth. Number 22 would get the carry here. Good blocking up front, and it helped to spring it. Big play by the offense, but they couldn't make good and threw it away on an interception later in the drive. The Rollers down 31-6. Number 8 would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Unfortunately, they couldn't capitalize on the big play, and they turned the ball over on down. And that's how we'll round this one out. The Crabs serve up a blowout, 31-6. And now for our 2K Sports Player of the Game.
Number 36 turned in yet another legendary outing. Well, they put the game on his legs, Dan, and he managed to find his way through holes big and small all game en route to a big rushing performance. And that performance led his team to victory.
For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Welcome back to the studios in San Antonio, Texas, where the Baltimore Crabs spanked the Grand Rapids Rollers tonight, 31-6. It was close for a while, 17-6 in the fourth quarter, when Grand Rapids returned a punt inside of Baltimore territory. They fumbled that punt, their second fumble of the game. Baltimore turned that into a touchdown. It was a rout from there as the Rollers fall to 3-4 and muck up the playoff race just that much more with a three-way tie for fifth at 3-4 heading into the final week of the season. San Francisco now controls their destiny. A win next Monday, and they're in. 308 yards for Grand Rapids in the loss, but they just could not contain Elliott Snyder. That number one run defense let them down tonight. They did get into the red zone 3 times, but came away with only 2 field goals. That was another storyline in this game this evening, along with the penalties. 4 penalties for 77 yards for the Rollers, just 1 for 5 for the Crabs. That was crucial, and a -2 in the turnover department for the Rollers. Hurt as well. A Marconi late interception added to that. Mike Dazzo, a 104 rating in tonight's game. That is Mike Dazzo's best performance of the season. Quietly, conservatively tonight, 25 for 35, 216 yards, 3 touchdowns, his 1 interception, a fluke interception by a defensive lineman. He was not sacked tonight, which is another impressive statistic against that Grand Rapids defensive front. David Baja, He finished under 123, and Baltimore got the win, 74 yards on 27 carries. Meanwhile, Snyder also had 27 carries, but for $159 and a score. He also led the game in receiving yards and receptions. 10 receptions for 62 yards. That was crucial in this one. Nick Quick, 6 for 55 and a score. Marcus Campbell, 4 for 59, but a measly 4 targets for him. And Demetrius Outdat, a bit of a quiet night, but had a touchdown on 56 yards, 4 grabs. Defensively, Joe Dazzo, another outstanding performance. 14 tackles back-to-back weeks. He has now had double-digit tackles, 3 tackles behind the line. Henry Hittner had 10 to go along with 3 assisted. Billy Joe Gatlin, 8 and 2. Jeb Gatlin, 6 and 1. Koma Kaleka defended 3 passes. An admirable job on Nick Quick, but in the end, not good enough. Lamar Davis, 4 tackles, and he had his first career interception. In all, Baltimore 31, Grand Rapids 6. The Crabs are 1 win away from history. A 25-point win tonight means they're 7-0 and will take on Oklahoma City next week for their right to have the first regular season in SFL history that is perfect. A 31-6 victory for Baltimore allows that to happen as they dominate Grand Rapids in the fourth quarter. From all of us from Whaling Corporate Field in Baltimore, Maryland, I'm Commissioner and play-by-play commentator Cameron Irvine. Have a great weekend. Be here Monday night. Don't miss it. Orlando, the winter champs. New York, the summer champs. Winner gets a playoff spot. Loser waits. From our SFL studios in San Antonio, good night.